Five Below has some hidden gems and they're all down the craft aisle. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be testing out 3 Five Below craft kits. Now, I haven't been to Five Below in a while, so I was really surprised to see they had revamped their craft section. And funny enough, I was just on my way to Michael's to pick up a craft kit. But before I did, I decided to stop by this Five Below. And I don't know about you, but every time I'm in a store that has crafts, I'm gonna go down that aisle every time. I'm gonna be there. You turn around, I'm gonna be gone, I'm gonna be in the craft section. Fun fact, I actually worked at Target for 2 years, and guess which section I worked in? All of them, but mostly crafts. Anyways, while I was perusing the Five Below craft section, I came across all these great crafts. Let me show you what I found. First, we have this set of air dry clay, which I have always wanted to try. Next, we have this paint by number, which I'm really excited for because it has all my favorite colors. And then I decided to go with something a little bit different for this last one. Frankly, I have almost no clue what this is. I just thought the characters on it were really cute, but we'll get into that one a little bit later. For now, let's start with the paint by number. So what originally drew me to this particular canvas was the colors, which is funny because I have no intentions of using these. As much as I love paint by numbers, I just don't love painting by numbers. But because this is kind of a testing Five Below crafts type of video, I did want to do at least a swatch of one of the colors, and the paint's good. It's fine. It's a little transparent, but nothing crazy. Now that I'm done with that, I want to take out my Poscas because I think these markers are going to show up a lot easier on canvas. I don't have all of the exact same colors, but I think these are close enough. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of paint by numbers, but I wanted to give this kit a try because I really like the design. One of the things I really dislike about paint by numbers is that they always have these really tiny little slivers that they expect you to put paint into. Like, that's just not going to happen. My paint's gonna be all outside of the lines. And I'm like, how am I supposed to show people this? Looks like a 4-year-old did it. So what really drew me to this was how big the shapes were. Like, come on, I'm not bringing out my one horsehair paintbrush for this. I will say using my Posca markers made it a lot easier. I normally have to go over the same section multiple times just so I can get the numbers to. This isn't a paint by number. There's no numbers on here. Oh well, I'm gonna keep calling it paint by number. You guys know what I mean. What I don't like about paint by numbers is that you have to keep going over the same spot over and over, which just increases the chances of being out of the lines. I hate it. But I mean, other than that, I really do enjoy paint by numbers. I will say this one in particular, I especially enjoyed because of the shapes being so big. I got super into it. I spent way too much time on this project, but it was a lot of fun. I really liked it. As for the colors, I didn't want to change much. I really like the color scheme already. So I just filled the rest of the flowers in with white, and the flowers on top I made lavender, painted along the border. I did a few touch-ups and then I was done. And here is the finished product. I really liked how it turned out actually. This was a lot of fun to do. Now let's move on to this thing. I've seen some of these before, but I've never been interested in trying them out. I've only ever seen the ones that are blank and you scratch off to make your own design. Now the only reason I got these were because the designs were so cute. I couldn't tell by the packaging whether or not the drawings were already on there or if they were expecting me to draw them. The instructions didn't really clear any of that up either. It's just a bunch of different techniques you can use, but this craft is pretty straight to the point, so I don't think I need detailed instructions. So let's see what we're working with. I was actually really blown away with how adorable these were. I thought they were all super cute as is, so I was a little bit confused on where exactly I was supposed to scratch. They were all so adorable, I didn't want to mess them up. Okay, so as I'm starting this, I'm confused, to be honest. I really don't want to mess this up. I think this is so adorable. I don't even know where to start. I chose the one with the largest details because I thought it would be easier to etch in the spaces. I decided to start with the donut because it's the focal point of the whole picture, but I scratched it off and it was white. I wasn't expecting that. But I've already come this far, so I might as well keep going. I thought I had ruined it, but it was actually just white frosting. So a bit of a panic for no reason, but at that point I had become addicted to scratching. I was locked in. My only goal was to uncover this entire picture, and that is not the point of this craft. But I wanted to try to salvage what I had. I also started using one of my Cricut tools. The kit came with one of those wooden dowels, but I figured this might be a little bit easier. In my attempt to salvage this first piece, I drew 2 lines on each side of the bear. That way it looks like it was in the spotlight and the rest of the picture was in the dark. I had already scratched off so much of the picture, it was kind of hard to do anything else. I still like how he turned out though. I'm not gonna lie, I think I liked it better before, but this was a great first test. For this next one, I wanted to try something more detailed. Originally, I was thinking the bigger shapes would be easier to color in, but it got kind of confusing trying to figure out which part should be black and which part should be colorful. I also gave up trying to stay in the lines because I was doing such small sections. And you guys already know how I feel about coloring outside the lines. I don't know if this craft in particular is for me. I just wasn't feeling it. It felt like I was scratching off a lottery ticket, and it's really messy, like super messy. But I see how it could be kind of addicting. I will say I like this one a lot more. I think going with smaller details is the way to go. And that's why I picked this one to try next. I was gonna stop after that second one, but I really wanted to give this one my best effort. Things started out really well and went downhill pretty quick. I started by carving out the biggest part of the picture first, but as I go to do the edges, things just aren't lining up. At first I thought it was me, but then I decided to take a closer look. As you can see, a lot of these lines are completely off. I'd say they're all off. So that's definitely a bummer, but I really wanted to finish coloring this in just to see how it turned out. Here are our 3 pieces. This craft isn't necessarily for me, but I think the art is so cute and I definitely don't regret buying them, and I'm probably gonna hang up the ones that I didn't use. Now let's check out this air dry clay. When I went into Five Below, I had no plan at all. So getting this was a complete surprise to me, and I have no idea what I'm gonna make of it, or if it's even gonna be any good. I will say it doesn't look dried out. Matter of fact, it looks quite gooey. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna start by taking out all the colors and opening up a few packages. It's looking pretty sticky, but maybe we can make it work. It's not easy to take out of the packaging, but once it's in your hands, it's quite moldable and feels pretty nice. I was afraid it would stick to my background, so I got out this wax sheet of paper. That way I could separate all my colors and figure out what I wanted to make. I don't know why, but some colors are a lot more sticky than others. And here is what we have. They've hardened up just a tiny bit from just sitting in the air in that short period of time. And this is actually my second time using air dry clay because I forgot to record the first. I did that thing where you record the part you're not trying to record and not record the part you are trying to record. It doesn't matter. Basically, I recorded this instead of recording this. It truly doesn't matter though because this is a monstrosity. So let's move on. Next, I wanted to try something I've seen go viral on Pinterest and TikTok. It's these air dry clay flowers. I don't have enough to do a full project with them, so I just want to do a tester. I mixed purple and white to make lavender for the petals. Then I shaped the clay into balls and attached them all together. and I was left with this. I actually really like how it turned out. I really want to make these into a full project. Now I just want to do one more really simple one. Since this kit didn't come with any tools, it was just the clay itself, they're all going to be pretty simple. But all in all, I really enjoyed this craft and all of the rest that I've done today. Let me know, do you like Five Below? Have you tried out any of their crafts? Let me know what you think below in the comments. This is everything I've made in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button down below and leave this emoji if you made it this far into the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! If you like this video, here's another one I know you'll enjoy as well.